Facts First presents. This baby was born with a full head of brown hair, but 5 months on, everything had changed. Help us spread the word about Facts First by clicking that like button. Also be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss our future videos. Babies come in all shapes and sizes. Some babies are chubby, some are skinny, some babies are short, some are very long, some are born bald, some are born with hair, and there's one baby who was born with more hair than most doctors had ever seen in their careers. He was born with a full head of brown hair, but 5 months later, things had changed quite a bit. Rachel and Gareth Carter, they live in Merseyside, which is north of England. In 2017, the couple welcomed their first child into the world. They had a son, and they named him Frankie. They loved the idea of having a big family, and they wanted another child, and they felt incredibly blessed when they found out that they were expecting another child. During Rachel's 34-week ultrasound, her doctors noticed something strange about the baby, though. During this visit, mothers will often find out the sex of their baby. Well, Rachel didn't want to know what she was having, but when the tech saw the screen, she kind of let it slip that Rachel was having a girl. She didn't figure this out, though, by looking between the unborn baby's legs. She guessed it was a girl due to the amount of hair on the baby's head. Now, many people say that if a baby has a full head of hair in the womb, that it's going to be a girl. Well, Rachel went into labor during the summer of 2017, and when the baby was born, she and her husband were shocked. Everybody believed their baby was a girl because of the full head of hair. But that was wrong. Rachel gave birth to a baby boy, and the couple named him Bobby. The one thing the ultrasound was right about, though, was the massive amount of hair on the top of Bobby's head. It was dark and very thick. The medical staff was passing Bobby around to admire his long, thick locks. One of the nurses asked if she could take a photo of Rachel's son because of his hair. Rachel felt like Bobby was a little celebrity because the doctors were calling people from all over the hospital to the nursery to look at her son's hair. Rachel knew that most babies who were born with a full head of hair would lose most of it, or at least some of it, in the weeks following the birth. Rachel noticed her son didn't lose a single strand of hair in the months following. In fact, his hair continued to grow. Rachel was shocked because Bobby didn't have the typical thin baby hair that most infants have. Her son's hair was long, thick, and shiny. She says his hair looked so great it made her jealous of her own son's hair. She was very proud of her son's hair, just a bit jealous that hers wasn't quite as lush. She never expected it to make her family celebrities either. Rachel says that everywhere she and her son go now, people will stop them, ask if they can stroke her son's hair. During the winter, people would ask Rachel to take Bobby's hat off his head so that they could see how long his hair was getting. Around town, little Bobby was a celebrity. Rachel says that caring for Bobby's hair wasn't as easy as most people thought. If she didn't blow-dry his hair, it would stick straight up. If she didn't, he'd look like Wolverine from X-Men. Fortunately, Bobby loved to have his hair blown out. Rachel says the sound of the blow-dryer actually would lull him off to sleep quite often. She says that it's gotten to the point that he needs the sound of the blow-dryer now just to fall asleep. Rachel and Bobby were walking down the street in Liverpool one day, and a car full of women saw them. The car stopped in the middle of traffic just so the ladies could get out of the car and fuss over this boy's hair. Rachel was shocked when she saw all of the cars stuck in traffic. Everywhere Rachel goes, things like this happen. According to the pediatrician Dr. Bud Zukow, the amount of hair that a baby is born with it depends on the genetics and their ethnicity. Rachel believes that it's genetics that caused Bobby to be born with so much hair. She says that Frankie had a full head of hair as well, but nothing like Bobby's. Rachel's mother told her that she was born with a lot of hair too, and Bobby gets his red highlights from his father. Subscribe for more.